Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to Russia revealing its robot army that is going to confront the US. I mean, I don't think personally, there's a company called Boston Dynamics. You've probably heard of them. They build robots and stuff. They're probably the best company in the world, at least from what I know, that build robots. You know, the robot that they have, Atlas, it's capable of a lot, but first of all, it's super expensive. They've invested tens of millions of dollars into that robot. You know, Russia, I just don't know. The thing is, you never know. Russia could perhaps have robots that are, ready to be sent to fight. I don't believe it personally, but, this video could change my mind. They don't look mobile enough, really.
In front of you is the Russian humanoid robot Fyodor, who can shoot with 2 hands. Developed by Russian specialists, Fyodor, final experimental demonstration object research, is designed for extreme situations and space exploration. The robot can operate autonomously or be controlled by an operator using a specialized control suit. The robot is intended to perform 2 main tasks: rescue people in extreme conditions, such as from collapsed buildings, and undertake space missions. Recently, it was revealed that Fyodor faced sanctions after it was discovered that the robot can not only shoot, but also shoot with both hands. Upon learning this, foreign companies ceased supplying components including gears, sensors, engines, cameras, and computers. Nevertheless, Fyodor continues to evolve, with the robot's developers transitioning to domestic alternatives. Work on the robot began in 2014, and it was first presented to the public in 2016. According to its specifications, the robot can already use a key to open doors, operate a fire extinguisher, and use a saw. In addition,
the thing is, though, it looks capable, but in a combat scenario, it just looks too slow. It's probably got uses in terms of search and rescue and stuff, in case of a fire, but I just don't think it's ready to be sent to a war zone.
Fyodor can drive a car and even crawl on all 4s. Furthermore, the robot has mastered doing both transverse and longitudinal splits, setting a world record. The robot stands at a height of 180 centimeters and weighs between 105 and 106 kilograms. At the Army 2022 Arms Exhibition in Moscow, an advanced Russian development was shown: a robot dog armed with a grenade launcher. The design, resembling a dog, belongs to the Russian company Intellect Machine, specializing in robotics, weaponry, and artificial intelligence. According to the developers, the robot dog is capable of accurate shooting and weapon transportation. In civilian applications, it can be used in emergency situations for reconnaissance, navigating through debris, and delivering medical supplies. In combat scenarios, the robot dog can also engage in target designation, patrolling, and security tasks. However, the US believes that the Russian robot dog with a grenade launcher is a copy of a Chinese counterpart. The dog closely resembles the Unitree Yushu technology dog from Unitree Robotics, available for purchase at $2,700 in online stores. The M81 is draped with fabric to conceal its origin. The assertion in a publication suggests it seems entirely obvious that the robot was not developed by a Russian manufacturer. Share your thoughts in the comments about this Russian development.
I mean, it's impressive, the things that it can do, but I'm just trying to think of the applications. Maybe carrying, if there's a small squadron doing door-to-door sort of things, you could have the dog carrying, some extra ammunition, I suppose, medical supplies.
Russia plans to create an avatar robot within the next 10 years, with the potential to replace soldiers on the battlefield. The robot can be designed in an anthropomorphic or non-anthropomorphic form, resembling or significantly differing from a human. In the latter case, the operator would feel, for instance, a leg functioning as a caterpillar track. According to the developers, the robot should possess functional capabilities comparable to humans. The goal is to create a machine capable of independently interacting effectively within human infrastructure, traversing rough terrain, providing first aid, and operating a vehicle. In 2015, the first developments of a humanoid robot capable of shooting and driving vehicles were introduced. A manipulator arm, controlled by an operator nearby, is used for firing. In the future, such avatar robots could potentially replace live soldiers. However, it is more likely that other countries, such as the United States or China, will be the first to implement such groundbreaking technologies globally, rather than Russia.
Yeah, I mean, Russia right now, obviously they're fighting a war, so I don't know how much, funding they can put into these companies, but, I guess they still, because this whole conflict, they're still selling oil, aren't they? I think they're still supplying China with oil, so they're still making some money from their oil exports.
One of the most powerful ground-based drones in the world is the Uran-9. In terms of firepower, the unmanned combat vehicle Uran-9 holds the top position globally. The Russian military robot visually resembles an infantry fighting vehicle, measuring approximately 4.5 meters in length and 2 meters in width, with a total combat weight reaching 10 tons. The robot is equipped with a 30mm automatic Cannon 2A72, paired with a 7.62mm machine gun. Launchers with 4 9M120 Ataka anti-tank missiles are installed on both sides of the turret. These can be replaced with Igla anti-aircraft missiles if needed, providing air defense capabilities. 6 reactive flamethrower Shmel are positioned at the rear of the turret. Currently, there is no unmanned combat vehicle in the West that can match the firepower of the Uran-9. Importantly, this combat robot has already participated in real combat operations in Syria, where, according to the developers, it demonstrated its effectiveness. Details of the Uran-9 application in the Syrian conflict are unknown, but the machine's testing in a combat environment revealed several issues inherent to such technology. While the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and other countries are actively developing combat robots to reduce human casualties on the battlefield, Russia had faced some technological lag in this field. However, the introduction of the Uran-9 has significantly reduced this technological gap. The armored tracked vehicle Sernik.
I think this one probably, this and the previous one, the Uran-9, probably have the most military applications, I suppose, because they don't need to be very fast, And if they're well armored enough, they can take enough damage that they can find the aggressor and take them out. It's pretty much just a normal tank, isn't it? Because, a tank's weakest parts are probably the people inside it. Because once those people are dead, the tank can't move anymore.
For reconnaissance and relay, patrolling, guarding territories and important objects, demining, and delineation. This robot operates in 3 control modes: manual, automatic, and direct control. The complex weighs no more than 7 tons and can reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. With remote control and direct visibility, the machine has an operational radius of up to 10 kilometers. The armored robot can also be used as a fire support vehicle, transporting ammunition and fuel, evacuating the wounded, and providing guard duty. It has an armored hull capable of withstanding gunfire up to 7.62mm caliber. The robot is equipped with interchangeable combat modules, which can be armed with 7.62 and 12.7mm machine guns, various types of grenade launchers, and Cornet anti-tank missile. There is also the option of installing a high-speed 30mm cannon and anti-aircraft missiles.
It looks pretty agile.
The combat robot Nerekta is a group of robotic systems united under a single control system subordinate to a human operator. The operator has the choice to stay behind and control remotely, or be with the robot on the front line to execute tasks. The robotic platform with a combat module is operated from a command post, which can be...
But the thing is, all of these vehicles that we've seen so far, I'm sure the US is definitely, working on their own equivalents. The UK also, 100%.
Anywhere, even in a separate armored vehicle or at a stationary point. Before the battle, the map of the area and grids of key landmarks to be eliminated are loaded into it. In combat, special forces do not need to control every movement of the teletank. It is sufficient to press a button and select one of several tasks. The Nerekta combat robot, as a platform, is designed for reconnaissance operations, adjusting fire on enemy positions, and the rapid delivery of ammunition and supplies to hotspots. The combat robot Marker is a robotic platform that resembles a small tracked robot. The developer boasted that Marker can now travel 1,000...
They've got quite a lot of these, haven't they? These, multi-terrain tank type vehicles. They've got, and this is like the 5th one on this list so far.
Kilometers, carry loads, and evacuate the wounded. The robots are designed for military operations not only on the battlefield, but also in urban areas. They have been tested both in exercises and actual combat, where they performed well. Marker can be used either as a remote-controlled machine or carry out some functions autonomously. According to the developers, the combat platform can operate in autonomous mode, consuming 30.5 liters per hour, sufficient for a 1,000-kilometer cross-country journey or 50 hours of autonomous operation. The robot's developers also claim that Marker can be used for automatic delivery and unloading of cargo. Additionally, with the help of a hydraulic manipulator, the system is capable of autonomously extracting cargo containers from storage.
It's cool, it is, but...
The Russian robotic complex Platform M is a remotely controlled robot on a tracked chassis. It is an armored robot, remotely operated, armed with a grenade launcher and machine gun system for engaging in combat without direct contact with the enemy. According to the developers, the complex is designed for reconnaissance, detection, and engagement of stationary and moving targets, providing fire support for
Wow, is that an Xbox controller? Kind of looks
as
like
well
it.
as for patrolling and guarding important objects. The latest combat complex includes means of differentiated armor for the chassis and weapon platform. The complex can enable conducting combat operations at night without revealing factors.
You know, some of the things that we saw there are quite impressive, you know, but like I mentioned, I just think that the USA and pretty much every developed country is working on its own robotics, so they'll have their own versions of these things. It's just funny that we invest so much money and time into like weapons of war. Like if we funneled all that money into like, I don't know, cures for the diseases, you know, upgrading infrastructure, it just things I think could be so much better. Like, you know, we can evolve past, you know, so many things, but it just seems war. Maybe there's just something in humanity that we will always fight wars. Like no matter how smart we are, no matter how, you know, no matter the amazing things we're capable of doing, we just can't help but want to fight each other. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.